Since the outbreak of war in Ukraine, the EU has been trying to find ways to break its ties with Russian energy. EU leaders have agreed to quit Russian fossil fuels as soon as possible. But how can they achieve this and how long will it take? The EU has rallied in support of Ukraine since it was invaded by Russia in February. EU leaders have agreed on sanctions against Russia and sent aid to Kyiv. But since the start of the war, the EU has also sent over 50 billion euros to Russia in return for fossil fuels. While the EU is making progress towards sanctioning imports of coal and oil from Russia, the main focus now is how to reduce Europe's dependence on Russian gas. In 2021, 43.5% of the EU's fossil gas imports came from Russia. That 155 billion cubic metres won't be easy to replace. There is also mounting pressure on EU countries to find alternatives. Already, several countries, including Poland, Bulgaria, Finland and the Netherlands, have faced disruption to their gas supply from Russia because they did not make payments in rubles as the Kremlin had demanded. In May, the European Commission put forward its plan to replace Russian fossil fuels. Dubbed REPower EU, it has three main elements: increasing energy savings, building up renewable energy capacity, and diversifying the EU gas supply away from Russia. Energy savings are a quick way to reduce energy consumption, which would in turn lower reliance on Russian gas. In REPower EU, the European Commission increased the EU's 2030 energy savings target, a move which will bolster efforts by MEPs to increase ambition and also give a signal to industry. The revised target will need to be approved by EU countries and the European Parliament before it becomes law. The European Commission also increased the proposed 2030 renewable energy target, which is under discussion between EU governments and MEPs. It upped the target from 40% to 45%, over double Europe's current capacity. Not only that, but the European Commission also wants to make solar panels mandatory for public buildings by 2025 and new residential builds by 2029. The most controversial part of the plan, though, is the short-term focus on fossil fuels. The plan includes financing around 10 billion euros in missing links for gas and up to 2 billion euros for oil infrastructure. The plan also mentions diversifying the EU's gas supply, including agreements on liquefied natural gas with the US, Canada and others. The hope is that these fossil gas providers will ultimately become suppliers of renewable gases like hydrogen. In total, REPower EU will reduce the EU's gas consumption by 2/3 by the end of this year. After that, there will be a more gradual reduction because of the time it takes to build up renewable energy capacity, according to a senior EU official. They added that the EU could reach energy independence from Russia by 2026 or 2027. But there is a lot of work to be done to make the goals of REPower EU a reality. For instance, permitting has been a stumbling block for renewables, particularly offshore wind. The EU has put forward guidance on how countries can change this, but we're yet to see how effectively that is implemented. Similarly, energy efficiency looks like an easy solution, but it requires a huge effort by EU governments. The EU has a clear goal to cut its reliance on Russian gas by 2/3 by the end of the year. Supply cut-offs from Russia create extra pressure to make this happen, but only time will tell if the EU can kick its Russian gas habit.